Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. My name's Jack and welcome back to another video. In this video today, we're going to be going over ICP, going to be doing technical analysis, going to be looking at some price targets to the upside, going to be giving you some buy zones to the downside, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on what is going to happen in the immediate short term. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a new action that I've just taken with ICP. I have sold a little bit, so I'm going to give you the reasons why I did that. So all that and more in this video. So let's jump in. So we've got ICP here on the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, it does still look good. We're still carrying out this breakout above the RSI trend line. And we are also above our EMA band on the weekly time frame. So nothing much has changed here. If you watch my previous videos, basically on the weekly time frame, these higher time frames, we're in a bull market, we're in an uptrend, we're now testing support, and I'm still looking to target these higher levels of eventually getting to $150 to $250 per ICP in this bull run, which would be absolutely fantastic. But in the short term, if we just zoom down to the daily time frame, the short term is looking a little bit less rosy, guys. I'm going to be honest. So we had this major drop down to roughly $10. Well, we actually went down below to $8.80, but we have been holding really this monthly level that I had marked out for you guys a week or two ago at pretty much $10 exactly. So what I was expecting to happen here, guys, right? I was expecting ICP to drop down here, make everyone panic, and then immediately find support here at $10 and wick back up. That hasn't happened. And in fact, we've came down to this level, right? And now we're doing the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen. We've come down to this level, and now price is sort of just hanging around here, right? No one's really jumping in. There's no real bounce happening here. So we've got multiple daily candle closes sort of around this level without seeing a huge bounce. So what I would have liked to see is something like this, whereas you wicked right down and immediately got bought up, whereas so far we haven't had that yet. So that's actually quite negative. We are still in this downsloping trend line on the short term, both in the price and in the RSI, meaning downside is the more probable outcome right now. Obviously, that will change as soon as we see a confirmed breakout above this trend line or above our RSI downsloping trend line as well. But in the immediate short term, guys, until we break above one of these trend lines, downside should be the more probable outcome. Okay, and if we're copying this over to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, similarly to ICP, I was expecting Bitcoin to really come down to this zone, this sort of 90 to 92,000 zone, and bounce, find support, and immediately bounce. But again, that hasn't happened, guys. What we've seen here is similar to ICP. We saw the initial breakdown, we found support, but we've rejected our EMA band on the daily, and now we are back down at this level. So this is a gamble, right? So no one has a crystal ball. No one knows what's actually going to happen here in the Bitcoin chart. But my gut tells me, right, that this level is not going to hold, and that we're actually going to have to look at maybe 85k or 74k, which is something I don't want to be involved in, which is why I've made some decisions, which I'll be telling you about at the end of the video. Okay, so I've also got here the EMA 50/50 on the Bitcoin daily time frame, and again, Bitcoin needs to hold this, guys, right? So you could see we're right here right now, and we're coming in for another double tap here, whereas we already tapped it before, but we're already back down here again. So guys, if Bitcoin doesn't hold this level, right, basically you've only got two other levels that Bitcoin can hold. You've got 85k, which would be another 8.6% drop from today's price, or you've got sort of 73k, which was the prior high and is also the weekly EMA band approximately. So all in all, looking a little bit uncertain right now, if I'm being honest with you guys, and for that reason, I have sold a little bit of my bags just to protect myself in case of downside. So just for transparency with you, I only have 33% exposure to the market right now, whereas normally in a bull market, depending on how bullish I am at a certain period of time, I will be anywhere from 33% to 80% exposure to crypto in general. And right now, that's not the case. Right now, I only have 33% exposure, because the reason I'm doing this, right? Let's talk about ICP in particular. So I have recently sold. I've been selling a little bit over the last couple of days because ICP has not done what I expected it to. I expected a quick bounce out of here. That has not happened. So I've now sold a little bit temporarily. That's the key here thing. That's the key thing here, guys. I'm not just selling and saying, okay, that's it forever. No, I've sold here. And once I see a price break above this EMA band or this trend line at $11, I will simply rebuy back in, guys. That is it. I will only lose 15% of my bag. So it's absolutely fine because it means it gives me the ability to just protect my capital so I can look to potentially buy these downside moves if they do happen. So just for transparency there, guys, I have sold a good bit of my ICP just while we're below the CMA band. I will rebuy my ICP as soon as we see a break back above here. And as I say, it is only sort of a 15-16% move above from where we are. So there's not really, if I'm looking for, if I'm looking even for like a 100% move or like a 500% move, 15% makes no difference to me, right? I'd rather just protect my capital and get in, jump back in again once we see this turn around. So that's what I'm doing. If you did get some value from that video today, please do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Not joking, you guys, it really helps me out, and who knows, I might end up helping you protect some of your money through these videos. So that's it. I'm going to leave this video there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.